We welcome you to game 2 of the JSBL. We'll go through the starters real quick. For Stearns, you have Dortch, Mike Amon, Savon Myers is back, and the man who once stole someone's soul in this league. It is the starters for Stearns and then RKE. We'll start with the man known as G. We were told not to. He told us not to pronounce his name as Masung gets inside and lays it up and in.
Alex Masson.
I can't wait to hear the PA announcer say it. As a long three rattles in. Divine Eke. Divine Eke. Here's a mid-range, way off the mark. Rebounded by Eke. Here's Mason Jones. Drives around G and couldn't finish at the rim. Here's Moran inside, lays it in. RKE only playing with 5 tonight. As Sam Fagan's coming up to us. You want to hop on the headset? You don't lose here. It's true, you don't lose. We'll be right back. We're back. Sam Fagan came up to us, and we're not gonna talk to him. 8-7, RKE in front. You might get the closest thing to JSBL After Dark tonight on the stream, as a 3 is up and good from Ryan Bernstein. It said Savon Myers is on the roster. Here's a long triple and another miss. Nico Gallette's back. Cousin Junior Gallette. Mason Jones threw it over everyone, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, on the roster that we have, Savon Myers is listed as number 35 on the bench right now for Stearns.
Moran gets inside, drives it on Amon, and missed. Here's Mason Jones, the reverse flush. Here's G. Here's MP. He drills a 3. We're back to the timeout as Dorsch flips it up and in. You are not moved by my shenanigans right now.
I'm steady. I don't go too high up or down.
You're like Jeter. Every at bat's like the regular season. Dorsch fires and couldn't make the three. Rebounded by Gillette. You think Gillette likes Will Campbell? That one off the glass and in from Masung.
Yeah, Masung's going to have to be that go-to guy for RKE. He did a really good job as that primary ball handler last time out. And again, only 11 total guys here for tonight's game.
And one of them's left.
I think if Mason Jones had to go to the trainer's table.
Myers in the game now, and I don't think anyone in this game has actually played with Myers. Actually, that's not wrong. Myers playing against his former team RKE had the highlight of the year a couple of years ago as Eke on a three couldn't stick it, rebounded by MP. Here's Moran, will try and couldn't hit the three. Rebounded by Dorsch.
Yeah, it looks like Mason Jones took a shot to the face a couple of possessions ago, so he's getting his mouth
Looks like there
checked
was
out, yeah.
some bleeding maybe. Hopefully he's okay. It doesn't look good. As Bernstein comes away with the steal, Myers tips it, Dorsch. Myers tried to find him, and now it's Eke, corner three, got it. Here's Moran, he'll try, couldn't make the three. Bernstein steps in back. Eke. Dorsch couldn't get it. 17-15 with 4:30 to play in the opening quarter. Eke goes behind the back, finds Amon. Here's Myers. Myers from three off. Rebound tipped by Bernstein. Amon gets it, and that patented off the glass layup is good.
How about Amon out of retirement? We thought that he might have hung him up. Same with Shaq Scott. Scott's retirement lasted about 24 hours, but Mike Amon back now, as looks like he's ready to go again in the JSBL. Although it's going to be a tall task for him, especially given the fact that Mason Jones is still on the bench, and and only 5 other guys available for Stearns.
This could be this could get dicey. You might have to see Sean Gallagher suit up for the other team.
He's already suited up for his own team. Unfortunately, Dave Smith isn't here, so he can't suit up for a team tonight.
One of the Iona guys might have to suit up.
Or Eddie.
Oh. So if you had to rank, if you see the people sitting over there, out of people you'd want to suit up for your team if there's an injury problem tonight, who's at that top of the list?
I think Ron could still hoop.
Juan?
Oh, no, Ron, our commissioner.
Ron.
I think Ron can still hoop.
I misheard what you said.
Yeah, no, Ron could put up buckets still.
I think so.
Our excellent commissioner.
I think it would be cool to see Greg get out there. I think it would be one of us that might get the call first.
I don't know if either of us are wearing the best apparel for basketball, but you know what? We'll make it work.
I'm not wearing any apparel for basketball. I have flip-flops on. As Myers step back triple off the mark and then hit the shot clock. (19-15). Here's MP. Finds Gillette. Falling away. Might have gotten away with a travel and missed. Myers the rebound. I feel like we're just watching Myers waiting for him to do something. Like something big.
We know what he's capable of.
Eke. Myers got in. Amon lays it up and in. And Amon holding his own right now. 21-15.
Yeah, it's a nice job on the dish from Eke, too. They need someone to kind of handle a lot of the guard duties with Bernstein and then obviously Jones on the bench. But Bernstein is kind of on his own in terms of guards right now, but Eke has some solid skills creating for himself and others.
Here's Myers, gets in, finds Eke, who couldn't make the three. Masung down the lane is fouled by Eke. And it looks like Mason Jones good enough, he checks back in.
Yeah, good to see, especially there. There was definitely a lot of, his face was definitely bleeding a good amount, so good to see him able to come back in.
Oh, 100%. That's the thing where it's like, that's scary. Like, it's as much as people want to say it's a non-contact sport, it's contact, all right.
Has anyone ever said basketball's a non-contact sport? I don't know if that's a take that I've ever heard.
Yes. Here's Masung, lobs it up! And Gillette with a finish. The alley-oop ties the game at 21.
Yeah, Gillette, one of the best athletes pound for pound in this league. He's very, really strong defender, can create his own shot just getting downhill.
As Myers, offensive foul.
And Gillette, I mean, this is a very welcome addition for RKE just because of his ability to play multiple positions and defend multiple positions and obviously go up at the rim and slam it down as well.
Reminder, this stream is sponsored by Prism. Prism, where you can stream and it's better than Streamlabs.
Is it? Do we know that? Is that a verified?
I think so. Well, Streamlabs doesn't work for us anymore. Masung lays it up and in to tie the game.
I guess it's already better in that regard. By the way, we do unfortunately have no sponsorship with Prism, but if they're interested,
hey, there's a big Prism sign on our YouTube channel right now. I think we have sponsor from them. You know what I meant to tell you guys? I drove past a Lemuro Law billboard the other day as Mason Jones slipped. Eke gets in, has it under the paint, flips one up and off, no good. Masung with it. Masung, oh, beautiful layup. He's put on the moves tonight. And a foul. I think it's going to go against G.
Yeah, how about Masung just going straight downhill, able to get up and under the basket. And again, he has done really well when he's been relied on to be that kind of primary creator for RKE. He had a good year at Penn this past year for the Ivy League champions, and he's going to Division II St. Anselm this upcoming season. He's done a really good job of just kind of creating a lot for himself. He's got good size for a primary ball handler as well.
And you wonder, if you had the year he has at Penn, you wonder why he is going away from D1.
Well, I guess he didn't play as much. So, I mean, again, if you play well at D2, especially St. Anselm, who's been a really strong program over the last many, many years in the Division II ranks, you could very easily bounce back up.
Here's MP missing off the mark with a three. And that is RKE basketball. Head coach Sean Gallagher very fired up. Speaking of MP, what was your favorite of the 2K names? Oh, Gillette, beautiful find, and that one blocked by Dortch. Dortch, one of the league's best defenders, and showed it there.
Yeah, Shaq Scott trying to create out of the post with a nice pass to the cutting Moran, but again, Dortch, one of those premier rim defenders and all-around defenders in the league, just sent that one away.
Moran again. This time he's fouled by Dortch, and one.
Foul Mason Jones. First personal.
Foul goes on Jones.
Teams first in the last 2 minutes. At the line, Dave Moran.
So Moran hits it at the line. Both teams in a double bonus. Dortch drives inside, lays it up. No, rebounded by Gillette. He finds Masung. Easy layup is hard foul by Myers.
Masung had some bad intentions trying to rise up, trying to go tomahawk on that dunk. And again, running the floor really well, just getting straight to the basket and trying to create any way he can.
You're right. And the guy that was on him is a guy that had many of those highlights over the years and said, not on my watch. Missed the first.
At the line, Alex Grafson.
Here's Bernstein. 27-23. Can hold for the final shot in this first half. Dortch sets the screen, gets it inside and lays it in. RKE's got to hurry. They find it. They turn it over. Myers at the buzzer. Oh, so close.
At the end of one, RKE.
He's adding another one to his highlight reel, but RKE leads Stearns 27-25 at the end of a quarter on the JSBL network. Start of the second quarter, Dan Uzerski and Alec Krauthammer with you, and apparently our stat guys have messed up again.
Wow. Not afraid to leave it all out there in the second game.
That kind of matchup. But we mentioned I've been calling a guy MP. He told us to call him G. He said not to pronounce his name, and I said, you know what? Why don't we call him MP? Because he's had such a great career in what he's done in some of these other leagues. He scored 67 points in the Showtime League. He's one of the great players in Rahway, New Jersey. So why don't we give him the 2K moniker MP if he told us not to pronounce his name? That's why we've been calling him MP in that first quarter.
Is it because he plays like a my player who's maxed out?
Exactly. He's constantly on takeover as Jones spins, lays one up off the glass and in.
Mason Jones.
Here's Gillette. Drives in, lays one up. No good. Rebounded by Jones, who throws it to Myers. Here we go. Myers, the tomahawk. We were waiting for it, and he delivered. As Scott lays it back up and in.
Yeah, it felt like it was only a matter of time until he got free.
Long pass inside to Jones.
And Myers did not disappoint with the tomahawk jam.
No regard for human life.
I already dropped that once this year.
I heard that. I heard that one. What's your favorite Harlan?
It might be that one. Or
the Birdman was elite.
Yeah, or We Just Saw a Man Fly. That's another one.
Was that Birdman or?
I'm trying to remember which one that was. That might have also been LeBron. The No Regard for Human Life was obviously LeBron. I don't know who hit that one though.
The Good's always great. The Tenders from CarMax.
Yes, that's a classic.
Here's MP. He'll find Gillette, who couldn't stick a three. The rebound comes out to him, and he lays it up and in. There's so many great NBA now. I mean, Iron Eagles, as textbook as they come. This one's stolen by Masung. He's got bad intentions. Oh, man. Alex Masung.
He even switched hands on that one, was going up with the right and then switched to the left to slam it down with the defender coming over.
That one gets a 9.9. Jones catches, fires, short on a 3. Masung the rebound. This could turn into a highlight reel the way this game's going, as Gillette allowed the continuation, missed the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Especially with the level of athletes we have in here, especially a guy like Gillette who can jump out of the gym. Obviously, we've already seen Masung and Myers, too. A lot of high-level athleticism.
At the line, Nico Gillette.
My goodness. You could really hear the PA announcer vibrating through all the walls. That one's good. MP was the finals MVP in the 2024 Summer League at Premier Ball Leagues. 30 plus. We're finding out a lot of information about MP. Here's Amon inside. Ball poked away. And he was short on a layup. Moran said no to the second. He swatted it out of his hand. Here's Masung. Lost it. Finds MP. Finds Masung. Drives. Falling away from the basket is good. Alex Masung is on one right now.
Yeah, they're going to need him to really take over and continue to create looks at a high level, because when you have a guy like Masung, there's a lot of gravity for him going towards the basket. They're going to need to be able to knock down some jumpers to free up the lane for him.
Shot no good, and RKE on a little bit of a run. Here's Moran. Got it in the foul. Tate Moran with his back to the basket, flipped it up and in. Plus some contact, and RKE is staring up a 10-point lead right now.
Yeah,
if he could hit this free throw.
That was a great pass ahead as well. Was trying to kickstart the transition possession. And again, Moran, just one of those play finishers. He's always in the right spot, and he's always going to be there at the basket to try to make something happen.
As Moran knocks it in. So Fagan said he was leaving the gym. He's still there. Wonder what Sam's doing. Here's Braunstein. Here's Myers again. And he had bad intentions, but Moran fouled him.
Yeah, that would have been a
That's that would have been with the left hand.
Oh, man, that would have been a heck of a highlight. But nice job by Dortch as well, trying to get the post up and on the bounce pass, just trying to create something off the ball. You get the inside out work. That's that was a set that I remember from the 2019 NCAA tournament, where you get the entry pass, you get a guy cutting to the back door, and then while the guy's still posted up, he'll just flip it behind his back. Remember, John Moran had the legendary highlight reel poster dunk when he was at Murray State in the NCAA tournament.
John, that's crazy if you think about it. I don't think there's going to be a long time until you see another NCAA tournament like 2019.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was the redemption for Virginia, Texas Tech making the run, Catches Winston making the run with.
That Michigan State team was really good. That Auburn team, if Chuma Okeke doesn't get hurt, you might be talking about Auburn as the national champion.
I mean, Jared Harper was the point guard on that team. I mean, even that
Bryce
was the
Brown.
Legendary Duke team that lost to Michigan State.
That's still in my top 5 college basketball games of all time.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a great game. I wasn't sure if that Duke team had it to go all the way, just because they really had no big men and no depth aside from, the 3 guys who could have been enough, but, and their perimeter shooting wasn't at its best either, so.
Delorier was really good on that team.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, they almost lost to Taco.
And then they almost lost to Virginia Tech in the next game as well. That was the crazy part. Like, they beat the 16 seed fairly handily, but then their next 3 games, like, they probably should have lost the first 2, and then obviously they lost the 3rd one.
And then you look at just Dylan Windler and Belmont. They almost beat Maryland in that game. And
I picked that. I picked Belmont to win.
I had Belmont winning that. You want to know what my final was in that year? You think this is crazy? I had Michigan State and Auburn in the finals in the championship game.
Yeah, it almost worked out that way.
If it wasn't for some bad refereeing in on the Kyle Guy 3, and then
I still think that was a foul.
It's just tough to call in that spot.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got to have a lot of stones to make that whistle in the Final Four. Yeah, and you knew Kyle Guy wasn't missing those free throws.
And then it's funny because it feels like we went from 19, and then the 2021 tournament was just horrendous.
Well, yeah, that was unfortunate circumstances.
As that one missed. It was I mean, everyone thought Gonzaga was going to win, and then Baylor beat them as Myers. Oh, went for the layup instead of the flush. Here's Masung. Drives in, spins, lays it up, and blocked by Myers. Here's Jones, lays it up and in. And Stearns on a mini run here. They've cut the lead to 5.
Yeah, we're starting to see them run a lot more as we'll get a timeout for the wet spot on the floor. We've seen them really start to force turnovers, collapse everything towards the basket so they can make plays near the rim, and they're just able to start running in transition. RKE hasn't been able to really get back and defend that full force yet, which, I mean, obviously is hard to do when you only have 5 guys here on the night. I believe a 7th Stearns trailer player might have showed up a few minutes ago. I guess we'll see who that is. It looked like, at least from our vantage point, so we'll see if that ends up coming to fruition. But again, only 5 for RKE, so it's going to be a high degree of difficulty, and obviously 6 for Stearns, but high degree of difficulty for both teams to really play at the same intensity and level that they want to.
Here's MP. Drives in, flips to the corner. Scott, Gillette, and that one waved off. Foul on the floor.
Yeah,
going
again,
Myers.
Gillette has for his size, he has a really quick burst off the dribble. And again, he's another guy who can just rise up and slam it down at the basket. So Gillette, I think, is going to need to, him and Masung both are going to need to try to kickstart a lot of offense here. And then a guy like Moran going to have to be in the right spots to finish it.
Masung misses. He gets his own miss. Drive, flips one up over Amon, and it's in. And they're targeting Amon right now. The lead's back to 7. So Daylight, some interesting stuff to come out today as Amon gets inside. That signature Amon jump hook is good. Oh my God. It's loud. Here's Gillette, finds Moran, who drives and missed. Long outlet pass to Myers. Here we go again. Myers lays it up and in. Feels like he got his highlights a little bit hesitant to slam it down these last 2 times. Here's MP. Fires and drills it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure, being back in this gym, having played in the JSBL, you're getting to adjust a little bit.
Inside, that one's swatted out of the hands of Dortch. Here's MP, lobbing it up for Gillette. There's another one. My goodness. Highlights all around at the JSBL in game number 2. Here's Braunstein. Drive, spins, lays it up and in. Oh, sweet move by Braunstein. Bernstein, excuse me. Here's MP, finds Moran, falling away, shot in Amon's face is good.
Yeah, he's not really known for that kind of jumper stepping back, but nice job there of, Amon was kind of anticipating the drive, and he was just able to kind of fall back, and he was there for the shot.
Here's MP, finds Scott in the corner. Scott. Moran. Masung had it thrown away. Bernstein. Long pass. Myers wide open. Tries. Misses on a 3 and it hit the shot clock. And that'll take us to immediate timeout. 49-42. 3:39 to play in the second. we're back at the JSBL. Of course, we love to provide you with all news from all sports. And we have two pieces of information. As Dorch has it, lays it up, no good as putback is. Junior Caminero hit in the left hand and immediately left the All-Star game. And if you're a Yankees fan, there's a little bit of a smile on your face after seeing that news.
Well, not me. I never root for injuries.
I don't root for injuries either, but you know that there's that sick section of Yankee fans who do enjoy that stuff. I'm not one of them, but there is that subsection of Yankee fans that just smiled. There's a few subsections of Yankee fans. As Myers stripped. Is that going to be an assist for him? I think that's going to be an assist. As Heyman lays it up and in. Moran flips it up, no. Heyman the rebound. I still can't believe that Myers got an assist on that. That's incredible. Here's Myers again. This time a little bit of a more conventional assist to Heyman, who missed. His putback is no good. And Gillette gets the rebound. Here's MP. Missing on a three. Moran, the putback, no good. His second putback, no good. His third putback in. Third time's a charm, as they say. And it's a 7-point lead. And then the other piece of news, daylight savings going to be going by the wayside. I think that one's a little bit, that one brings a smile to my face. There's nothing worse than looking outside your window at 5 at night and it's dark. Here's Moran, kick, Masung, open look for three is off. Outlet pass to Dorch, who's running the floor and blocked by Masung, but a foul.
Hey, no easy baskets, especially for RKE having to battle, obviously only having 5 guys. It looks like the 7th Stearns trailer player in attendance is Scotty Lewis, so he's still getting all suited up and ready to go.
Still haven't, that's crazy if you think about just if Stearns had every guy show up, they'd have to start putting them on the bleachers behind the bench. As you think about some of these guys, I mean, you have Diggy Coit, you have Jakari, who was the MVP last year. Eamon subs out for Mason Jones. You had Pappas at one point. You have Scotty Lewis. You have Larry Smith, who in my opinion is pound for pound the best defender in the JSBL. It's an embarrassment of riches, but again, kind of turning into the same issue that Seaview Jeep has, where if you guys don't show up, it's tough to win. Here's Eke, long triple, no rebound. MP was fighting with Bernstein. Comes with Mason Jones. Ball stripped, rebound, and came to Bernstein. He's got 6 to shoot. Drives in on Moran, count it, and the foul.
Yeah, we haven't said Bernstein's name a lot tonight, but he's provided some good secondary ball handling. He can slash to the basket as well. That was a tough finish over Moran, who was going fully up to try to contest that one. And just able to get it through the contact.
As Bernstein misses. Final minute of play here in the first half as Moran lays it up and in off the glass. Here's Mason Jones. Jones drives in, shot no good. Good defense inside by Moran. And RKE looks to run. Gillette lays it up and in. I think he faked them out thinking that he was going to dunk it and then switch midair.
The Michael Jordan in the 1990 finals.
Gillette, his brother's cousin, was a linebacker with the New England Patriots. Won many Super Bowls playing under Bill Belichick, including the 2015 Super Bowl. As Scott, what did he just do? As Lewis threw it away. You think Junior has fond memories of that goal line interception?
Oh, you had to bring it. You know what? Those demons have been exercised.
Hey, it's the same. It's probably the same way Boye Mafe feels about Will Campbell. As Gillette at the buzzer, got it! Gillette ends the first half with some summer fireworks and puts RKE up by 11. We'll be back after this in the second half. start of the second half in a real, I'm not going to say the word game. As Mason Jones gets inside, and the Rim played great defense there. Here's Moran, stripped of the ball. As we have another 20 minutes of this. You ever watch 2.5 Men?
No.
I've been seeing it all over my YouTube feed for some reason lately as Gillette misses on a 3. Junior Caminero heading to get x-rays at Citizens Bank Park. As the 7 Tampa Bay Rays fans watching the game hold their breath. If there's, by the way, if there's one place I would want to go watch a basketball game, it would be Tropicana Field. Or baseball game, excuse me. As Gillette drills a 3. It's up there with, like, it's a cavernous place. Just like Jersey Mike's Arena.
I don't know if I'd describe Jersey Mike's
I'm
Arena as
messing with you.
cavernous.
I
I think it would be quite the opposite.
No, I do enjoy Jersey Mike's Arena. It gets loud in there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
As Ike hits. Gillette left wide open, and that was a beautiful looking 3.
Yeah, and again, the number 1 rule, transition defense. As you get in the half court, someone's got to pick up ball. Nobody picked up Gillette, and he's really starting to take over in this third quarter. He had 12 in the first half.
Remember, he was a big piece for RKE a couple of years ago as they turn it over again.
Yeah, Lewis was trying to drive to the basket, but a nice job by Masung of timing the jump well. Lewis was able to get it back, but wasn't able to. But his foot stepped on the line, I should say.
Out of all the arenas you've gone to, because it's turning into one of those games, what would you say is your favorite one and least favorite?
Oh, my.
That one's kicked.
Favorite, I would have to say, is probably Mackey Arena. I did a game there when Rutgers went out to play Purdue.
That's a good one.
Let's see. That's another good one. I've been to the Breslin Center for women's basketball, so not as loud, but still a really cool arena to go to.
That's UConn, right?
Michigan State.
Okay.
Madison Square Garden, obviously. I've covered games there.
That's the greatest arena in the world.
Yeah.
Moran lays it in.
I covered the Jimmy V Classic last year when.
That's awesome. Valvano.
Yeah, it was the 2 games where Rob Wright hit the game winner from half court for BYU to beat Clemson after they came back from down 20, and then Florida and UConn. That was a heck of a game as well. Yeah, MSG obviously has got to be up there.
The arena in Trenton.
That would probably be the worst.
Really?
I covered the Rutgers-Princeton game there to open up the 23-24 season. Not a great experience, I'll say. That would probably be number 1 on the lowest.
My friends that went there when I was covering the game for Monmouth, I think they played Temple. They were talking about how bad it was there. As Masung missing on the layup, but he was fouled, and we'll go to the line for 2. And a game that RKE leads by 14.
Yeah, they've just kind of really taken to Stearns Trailer in terms of getting after the hustle plays, running in transition. They've done a great job of just getting those 50-50 balls.
That's the big thing.
I'll say an underrated gym is definitely Jadwin Gym for the home of Princeton.
I'll say this, and you're right about that. I think a gym that doesn't get enough love in terms of just mid-majors, and I know I went there, Ocean First Bank Center is beautiful.
I only went there once, but I would have to agree. Really, really nice arena. Actually, that was the game, the Monmouth.
We did that together.
Yeah, the Monmouth women's basketball game. I was a last-second call-in.
Beat NCAT.
Yeah, that was a fun game. A low-scoring, defensive-oriented.
That's a good one. The one down in D.C., I mean, D.C. has a couple of nice arenas. Capital One I've been to. It leads 69-53. Joe Myers gets in, aiming off the glass and in.
I think Pinnacle Bank Arena, Nebraska, another really good one, just because of how loud it gets there and how well Nebraska plays there.
I mean, Indiana's arena.
Yes, I did a women's basketball game at Assembly Hall as well. And I know men's basketball obviously gets the big crowds, but women's basketball, that was when they were at their peak. I believe they made the Final Four that year. You know, that place, that's an unbelievable place to either watch or call a game. And I was lucky that I was calling for the student radio station at Rutgers, WRSU, and Or I guess the Fox Sports Radio didn't have a crew out in Assembly Hall because there was a men's basketball game happening at the same time. So they were broadcasting that. So we were the only radio station there for Rutgers. So we got to sit like pretty much on the floor instead of way up in the rafters.
I mean, I think it's called now the JMA Wireless Dome out in Syracuse. I mean,
Yeah.
that's as great of a place. I mean, I'm sure Dave will appreciate this Prudential Center.
Now, you talk about JMA Wireless, that would be cavernous.
That you're right. I mean, well, it's really not a basketball arena per se, but they don't really have a great spread for the media. I tell you what, that's the thing with Prudential Center, as Moran sends it away. Lewis can't believe that wasn't a foul, and Stearns will retain possession.
Yeah, he thought that Moran got a hand on the ball. I guess the officials obviously disagreed about Moran. I mean, yeah, it would have been very easy to make a business decision there and just kind of let him go, but hey, he got a hand on the ball and blocked it away.
Almost in the spot to block one again, but they're going to get a foul.
So I guess all's well that ends well. It ends with Scotty Lewis at the free throw line.
It's one of those ball don't lie situations.
At the line, Scotty Lewis.
Man, that's loud. We're on air. 7:02 to play in the third, 69-55. And that one off the mark, no good. Gillette fires, drills a three. And the lead's 72-56.
I think Gillette's been the star of the game so far in this
100%.
game. For both teams. Again, the way he's able to make plays on defense, and he has knocked down the three-point ball at a high rate as well.
And they've made the mistake a few times of leaving him open.
I think it's especially magnified because he is so good of a driver that, he's just able to create space.
Trying to do it again in the face of his former teammate. That one he left short. Ball on the ground. Amon has it. Now it comes away to Scott, who finds MP. MP for three, up and good. And the lead's ballooned to 19.
Yeah, he didn't want us to try to say his name with the anticipation of getting it wrong, but because he's knocked down a few threes now, I'll give it a shot as someone with an especially tough name to pronounce as well. That would be Gagan Dhaliwal. Nice job on the three. Again, he's a guy that's really produced in a lot of different environments, a lot of different leagues. He's just a hooper.
And sometimes those are the guys that ultimately end up being the best teammates because they're so experienced, they'll do anything to win, and it's kind of that way. As we have a timeout on the floor, we'll take them as well, a 19-point game. After the timeout, Stearns not a great call drawn up in the timeout as Gillette drives and finishes inside. And the lead is ballooned to 21, 77-56. Dan Uzerski, Alec Krauthamel here watching game two as Mason Jones and one. Gets inside and lays it in.
Mason Jones.
And again, I know it's a 19-point game right now. Obviously, a chance to cut it to 17 with Mason Jones at the free throw line. If there is a lead of 25 or above, it changes to a running clock. And then anything under 25, it goes back to the regular clock rules.
It's true. Oh, a little too far from Moran. As a long three, up and good. Myers finally gets one. And the lead is down to 16.
And again, we're starting to see him continue to get more and more comfortable with some of his shots, attacking the basket, and even stretching the floor out to shoot from three-point land.
It's Moran's foul.
Foul Mason Jones is fourth.
And also interesting, 4 fouls on Mason Jones. Again, not a deep bench tonight for Stearns Trailer. It's just obviously Mike Amon and then Ryan Bernstein. So a little bit of foul trouble here for him.
That one off the mark. You see this? People think Lindor's getting traded to the Yankees as RKE misses on a three.
It's not happening.
I don't want him. There's one guy from the Mets that I would want back. As we have a media timeout on the floor, I'll tell you after this break. JSBL Network. We're back in the guy I would love the Yankees to trade for is Juan Soto. And I know it sounds crazy, but I think the Mets would be open to moving him. Especially if he asked out as here comes Myers. Look out! The two-handed flush. And the lead has been cut as Myers again, and this is turning into some basketball game. As Masung slips on the floor. Still 14 minutes, 36 left for Stearns to try to cut into this lead.
Mason Jones, fifth personal.
Oh, that's 5 on Mason Jones. So now Mike Amon has to check back into the game.
That could be a big storyline down the stretch.
And again, Bernstein, the only other guy on the bench.
And Bernstein hasn't played at all in the second half.
I wonder if they're trying to, give him a little bit of rest so he can play the rest of the way.
Something, or either way, Stearns Trailer, if Jones ends up fouling out, is going to be caught between a rock and a hard place. Zeke tossed the Liam Byrne Memorial Mop. Here's Gillette, drives, falls away, shot is good. He's been fantastic.
Yeah, he's shown a great ability to score from all 3 levels and has just really been able to create at a high level and has been the main guy for this RKE team.
X-rays on Comanero come back negative, by the way, as Amons, that's good news. Gillette rises, fires, couldn't stick a 3, and Moran overtime the rebound. Long outlet pass, Myers tips it, Lewis, the flush. Making it look like he's back in his Randy days there. Here's MP. Final 3:50 in this game, in the third quarter, excuse me. Lewis finds Amon. Dortch drives in, lost the ball momentarily and lays it up and in. And the lead down to 10.
Yeah, nice job by Stearns responding after hitting some adversity. They trail by as many as 19, but they've done a nice job of kind of, limiting the transition opportunities for RKE.
Sung missed. Moran rebound and put back +1.
They've done a better job of limiting the transition opportunities. They've converted in the half court on their own end, so they've just kind of fought back into this game bit by bit. Again, there's no, looks like Parker Dortch has got a technical foul.
Dortch picks up a technical.
And, there's no 19-point play. And Dortch has got to be careful, especially with that short bench.
Welcome you back. Here's Scotty Lewis. Drives in. Oh, beautiful. Reverse layup is good. What a take by Lewis. As Lewis, timeout on the floor, will take one with it. Here's Masung. He finds MP. Here's Gillette. We welcome you back. Gillette shot falling away. I mean, he is just playing out of his mind tonight.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with his ability to just kind of create shots in the half court, especially in the isolation. He's a guy that can really finish plays at a high level, but he's initiating them as well at a really high level tonight. Had a great career at Youngstown State, and a superb athlete.
I believe he was at Lafayette too, if you don't get me wrong. As what we have in front of us coming into tonight was the stats from the first 2 weeks of the JSBL, and the guys that are in first for most stats, I mean, you have J-Rob and Pappas and Cohen, all the top three from Seaview Jeepus. Lewis way off on a three. Here's MP. Comes around a screen, finds the corner. Masung steps in and drills a two. And leads up to 13. Serrano, number 5, tied with Corey Floyd Jr. Stearns missing Rasheed Merlin and DJ Campbell. Those two are top 10 in the league in scoring. As Bernstein gets in, misses. Amon with the ball on the floor, has it now. Trying to use his patented jump hook, got it, and the foul. As Amon puts one up, and they got a chance for one more.
Yeah, nice job of just creating space and able to just knock it down. Again, got the shooter's roll. He is pretty good when he's falling away, just able to put some nice touch on the ball.
It's really incredible.
At the line, Mike Amon.
Here's MP, finds Scott, lays it up, no, gets his own miss, and lost it. Stearns comes away with it. 10-point game, trying to cut into it. Bernstein drives, no, rebound, no. Here comes RKE the other way. Masung blocked out of bounds by Myers.
And how about Galette there on the kick-ahead pass to Masung? A nice job of just getting a long outlet and a chance for a fast break bucket, but they do get the ball back after the block. So another chance here to extend that lead. It's at 10 right now.
Here's Moran getting in, missed the shot. Excellent defense again by Dortch. Here's Myers. Finds Eke, wide open Lewis, corner triple, too strong. Masung, MP for three, off the front of the rim, no good. Here's Myers, long court, cross court pass, they find Lewis on the inbound, back to the corner. Myers, a triple, no. Rebound tipped out, Eke. He'll try a triple. The pride of Union Catholic drills a three. Eke, Eke, I don't know. I've heard two different things tonight. Here's Masung. They can't hold for the final shot. It's a 2-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Masung, pure on his mid-range.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he wants to go on that look. Just a one dribble pull-up.
As Dortch lays it in at the buzzer, and that's the third quarter. As we head to the fourth, 88-81 on the JSBL Network. Final 10 minutes of the night here on the JSBL Network. Stearns Trailer and RKE battling it out. Danny Zersky and Alec Krauthamel with you in an interesting game, to say the least.
It looks like we have a stoppage here. It looks like Alex Masung's getting taped up. I think he got a cut on his hand. So, and again, RKE with only 5 guys here in the gym tonight, so can't really start without him. So he's just getting taped up real quick.
As we're back underway. Here's MP, finds Moran, mid-range. Grazes the rim, no good. Dortch controlling the rebound as we enter the final 9:45 of this game. Dortch, stripped to the ball, gets it back, finds Bernstein, who finds Myers, who lays it up and in off the glass.
And again, the Stearns team has done a good job just bit by bit, once again, just getting good possessions, and now they force another turnover. They've really cranked up the intensity in terms of forcing turnovers on the defensive end.
And Myers airballs a 3. A little bit of a wind in the sail, or a flat tire in the trailer, as you might say. Here's Myers, lost the handle. Here's Eke off on a 3. Oh my goodness! Scotty Lewis with the highlight of the night.
Wow. Well, we know Scotty Lewis has the all-world athleticism. He put it on full display there.
My goodness.
His head was almost above the rim.
Over a couple of men, too, as that one tipped out of bounds. And in a game that has been interesting, to put it nicely, Scotty Lewis just brought down the house. I feel like this is probably the most eerie feeling I've ever had broadcasting a game here, with just how little amount of people. It's like we're in the NBA bubble.
Yeah, Jim definitely emptied out after that first game.
And in all reality, as much as we've said how interesting this game has been, it's only a 3-point game, and if you're RKE, you led by 19 at one point. That lead is dwindled down to 3 as Dortch spins inside and lays it in. And now it's down to 1. And it's just both teams playing their styles of basketball, I guess. Here's Masung. Moran inside. He's doubled. Flips one up and in off the. And this has been the problem. RKE continues to take these shots where they're double or triple covered in the paint. It just, if it ain't broke, don't fix. Well, it is broke, so time to fix it. Here's MP. Drives, finds Scott, who had the ball tipped out of bounds with 8:20 to play.
Yeah, and only 3 on the shot clock, so they got to make something happen quickly. And I feel like they've been solid when they get into their quick offense. They need a shot quickly. I would imagine this is going to Galette or Masung right now.
He puts it up. Galette off the mark. Shot clock violation. And RKE and Stearns can go take the lead. Here's Myers. Myers drives in, spins, finds Bernstein for the lead. They got it! Stearns trailer has trailed for most of the game, but they're back in front.
Yeah, they needed it. It was, you saw the double team kind of shade over on Savon Myers, and a good job putting the defense in the scramble drill, finding Bernstein open for 3.
Galette no good. Moran the rebound, and in a crowd, he gets it and shoots it. Moran having a tough night. Myers, long pass. Bernstein really had to get up to get it. He drives in, trying to find RKE, and they turned it over.
Yeah, a little bit too much mustard on that, on the dump-off pass. It was a good idea, as we'll get a timeout from Stearns, but a little bit too much on the pass.
90-88. We'll be right back after the short break. I'm going to win a bunch of money. Dan Yuzerski, Alec Crowley was talking about going to the Haskell on Saturday. And that's where I think I'm going to win some money. And, well, this will be an archive stream. Bernstein finds Myers. Shot is up and good for Scotty Miller. Scotty Lewis, not Scotty Miller. Here's Masung. Struggling to create in the second half, and on cue, nails the two.
Yeah, when Masung's able to get that dribble to his left side and fall away from the mid-range, that's his bread and butter.
Here he is, a chance to tie the game, and he does with a one-handed slam.
And he's done a great job defensively as well. He's been aggressive, hunting passing lanes.
Exactly.
He has been, him and Gillette have been the two driving forces for RKE tonight.
Here's Lewis, stripped of the ball, and then a terrible foul call. I don't necessarily agree with that one. And there's our, this has got to be careful. Now both coaches are arguing. As Lewis gets the first one. That was called in the act of shooting now too.
Yeah, I think he was going up. I think the exception came because it looked like Lewis was trying to rip through, and a little bit too much contact there.
As Lewis hits them both, tied at 92. Here's Moran, the layup no good. There's a miss on the scoreboard, that's why it says 92. No. Here's Lewis, and that one no good. Here's Masung. Gets in, layup no good, rebounded by Dortch, who controls it. Dortch drives inside, lays it in, and he was fouled. Missed a layup.
Billy Dunwall, his fourth. At the line, Parker Dortch.
And you have to imagine, especially with only the 5 players available, foul trouble might start to set in as well for RKE Athletic. Coming into this quarter, you had 4 on Moran, 3 on Masung. So those are 2 guys in the front court. Again, really, really important guys. And, well, extra important because there's only 5 of them. But you can't afford to lose one of these guys, especially when you're stuck in a rock fight game like this one where every single possession matters.
93-92. You're right about that. It would just go into technicals as Masung gives RKE the lead.
Yeah, you can't afford to give away the technical free throws.
As Myers, I think he wanted it, then pulled up at the last second, but Stearns is back in front. Here's Gillette as we approach 5 minutes to play, and then a foul away from the ball, and Gillette continued. Myers picks up the foul. As we have an immediate timeout on the floor. We'll take one. Final 5:07 of this one as Gillette off on a three. Rebound saved for a second, but then off of MP with 5:02 to play. 96-94, Stearns trailer trying to come back from down 21 in this game. And your RKE, you led 77-56 at one point. Now you're down by 2 as Scott couldn't hit. He gets his own miss and lays it in to tie the game. Here we go. Yeah, here we go with Lewis, who drives in, falling away, jumper, left an air ball. Moran, they're looking for the long outlet pass. They find MP in the corner. MP for the lead, no rebound. Gillette comes away with it. Thought about a three, finds Moran inside and he couldn't handle it. Now it's Dortch for the lead, the slam with the one hand. 98-96 Stearns.
And again, Dortch on the leak out was just able to get some head of steam. And again, the Stearns defense causing some turnovers.
As Masung missed, Bernstein the rebound. Bernstein looking for somewhere to go. He'll take a timeout. We'll take one with him on the JSBL Network. Now both coaches are arguing on the sideline because why not in this game? Dan Yuzerski and Alec Crowd-Hamill waiting for the here with you until the final buzzer. Here's Myers. Passes to Eamon, who's back in the game. Lewis puts one up, puts it in. Scotty Lewis with the three. Gillette. Pass back. Pass to the corner. Scott, nowhere to go. Here's MP. Drives inside. Missing. Got it. MP cuts the lead to 2. Oh, Masung almost got the steal. Here's Eke. Union Catholic from 2, no good. Not Manasquan High School. Here's Gillette. As we've got under 3 minutes to play. Here's Masung. Drives. Masung misses. Might have been blocked. Rebound on the outlet pass. JK's on the court. Scott for 3. No. Rebound Moran. And he puts it back in. I mean, this is peak. There might be a fist fight after this game. Here's Myers. Drives, corner, 3, Eke off. Rebound Moran, he gets it to MP. Masung. Working on the double, finds Moran on Eamon, who gives him the lead. Dane Moran, smooth operator inside. And with under 2 to play, RKE leads by 2.
Yeah, and how about Masong staying calm when the double team came over? Knew Moran was going to flash over towards the mid post, and he did just that and finished over Eamon.
Eamon trying to with the get back, and he's fouled. I don't know how he was fouled, but he was fouled.
Foul on Dane Moran. 4th personal.
That's 4 on Moran
First in
now.
the last 2 minutes. At the line, Mike Heyman.
So Eamon at the line with 2 clutch free throws coming up, and he's got the first.
Into the game for Stearns trailer, Mason Jones.
Mason Jones back in with those 5 fouls. He hasn't really played since the 3rd quarter. Eamon got them both.
I believe he's been on the bench since he picked up that 5th foul.
He
so
has.
He's another ball handler that Stearns can go to, and another good on-ball defender in the backcourt as well.
Almost picked up that 6th foul right away. Gillette. I don't think Moran or Eamon each have an answer for each other. That one deflected. I mean, here's a 3. Gillette up. No. Rebound. Gillette. He gets it back. Gillette driving inside. Flipping one up. No. Rebounded by Myers as we approach under 80 seconds to play. Myers has it. Drives in. Shot deflected and blocked by Moran. Saved for a second by Scott. But the refs call him out of bounds with 68 seconds to play.
And also a full 24 on the shot clock with the resetting possession. So in the tie game, they can take a little bit of time off and draw up what they want. Never mind, I stand corrected. It's 14.
Oh, no.
Oh, 17. I guess the possession wasn't fully established by RKE.
So 17 to shoot. They get it to Jones, who was stripped of the ball. And of course, in this game, they'll call a foul because the refs have been that way in this game. And we'll just let you hear the players complain.
Yeah, that looked clean, at least from our vantage point. It looked like he got the ball, but maybe it was tried to reach for and got the wrist and then the ball.
I don't know. When you think it's clean, then, like, I mean, I'm me. I'll call. I mean, even Scotty Lewis is yelling at the ref. I mean, this is insane. As Jones makes the first of free throw to put Stearns back in front. But when you say it's clean, it's clean.
It looked like it, at least.
As
Again, we don't have that same vantage point being down on the floor.
Jones has both. Here's Masung. Finds Moran, drives in, back out. Gillette drives, kicks. Masung, 3 for the lead. Off the mark, no good. Myers slipped on a wet spot, and it'll go back to RKE, and I believe they're going to get a fresh 24.
Yeah, that's a real tough break. It just looked like he kind of lost his footing and slipped as they're trying to dry it up right now. They had the rebound and they had the stop up by 2, but yeah, just sometimes you get an unlucky break like that. And now, again, actually it looks like they'll reset it to 14 as, again, it didn't look like the possession was fully established. But, you know, you get 14 seconds to create something. I think we're going to see Gillette and Masung kind of spearheaded here with the, you know, whether they get Moran going towards the basket or get someone open for a 3. But I think those two are going to have to make the action happen for RKE.
The other thing is Moran's had a lot of success going on against Amon tonight. Not as much the other guards that have been playing against him for Stearns. And Amon not on the floor. Oh, beautiful action. They find Masung and he ties the game. That was as good of action as you could have seen off an inbound play.
Yeah, just kind of lost him there off the off-ball movement, and Masung, again, he's spearheaded this offense.
And now he strips Lewis of the ball. RKE gets it back, loses it himself. Ball still in the air, comes away to Dorch. Myers, open look for the lead off the side of the rim, no good. Now Gillette with it, still on the ground, and then a foul will send it the other way. And John Kaminsky is beside himself.
It looks like they'll get Mason Jones, so that he's done.
That is number 6 on Jones. He's fouled out.
And it looks like a technical foul was called as well.
Well, if you're Jones, you might as well get the technical. You can't get any more fouls added to your ledger.
Although that doesn't help either, because that was the first in the last 2 minutes on Stearns' trailer. But with that technical, they give RKE free throws. So it is, in fact, a pretty damaging one.
Only the second team foul on Stearns, so yeah, you're right. Well, Jones is fouled out. Does that mean he has to leave the arena, or is that only on 2 technicals? And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Timeout RKE, we'll be right back. Well, we're back. They're going to send the double. The ball's almost turned over. Now it is. Here's Lewis with it. They find it. Myers, the Euro lane, missed the layup. And RKE's right there for the follow. Oh, my goodness. What are we watching?
Well, that was a good job by Stearns on defense. They dialed up a double team right after the inbound, and they forced a bad pass, and in transition, RKE wasn't able to get back for the offensive rebound, and it looks like there's some, they're going to timeout, and 10.5 on the clock. RKE will have a chance to either tie or take the lead, and I think this ball's got to be in Nico Gillette's hands.
I agree with you on that.
He's been able to create on all 3 levels. He's been left open from 3 a few times, and he's really harmed the defense in that regard. So I think it's just a matter of get Gillette the ball and let him make the decision. You got to have Alex Masung as a potential outlet option. Obviously, Moran near the post, you can't count him out either, but give Gillette the ball and kind of let him make the decision for what the best course of action will be.
And then the other thing is you could get a little action. The last time they scored to tie the game was some action on an inbound. Now, judging how this game has gone, overtime coming in this one wouldn't surprise me at all. Moran gets it. Here's Gillette. Gillette drives in off the glass, ties the game with 2 seconds to play. Lewis inbounds. Myers at the buzzer. No! And of course, we have overtime. An Elam ending coming up on the JSBL Network. We'll be right back. We're back, Elam ending here at the JSBL. Because of course, a game of this magnitude has to go to overtime. Stearns wins the opening tip, and Dortch lays it in.
Yeah, Dortch caught the defense sleeping a little bit. Off that inbound, just cut straight towards the basket, and a great pass from Savon Myers. And again, if you're new to the JSBL's overtime rules, we do have the Elam ending, like Dan was saying, as we get a foul away from the ball going the other way.
Moran.
I believe that'll be 5 on Moran.
We didn't even get stats. What is this?
Yeah, it is 5 on Moran.
5 on Moran. I mean, not that it matters. I mean, they're not going to lose a man. It's not like a red card situation in soccer.
So the target score, it'll be 8. The first team to score 8 points. The target score is 114. So the first team to reach 114 points will win the game, and that'll end it.
And it looks like it's going to be Stearns' trailer. Mike Amon wanted to take that 3, and he did. Here's a long 2. Lewis has it, and Stearns is just 4 points away from ending this one. Gillette, they need a 3 in the worst of ways. He'll try it. Off the mark on a 3, rebounded by Myers. And Stearns Schroeder looks like they're going to run away with this one in the Elam ending. RKE lost it. Gillette drives, and he lost it. Just absolute peak basketball here. Myers. 3 for Scotty, and Lewis is up and good. And there's no rule where if you score over, you have to go back, right?
I would assume no. No, that would not be the rule.
Well, RKE needs a miracle as Masung lays it in. All Stearns has to do is score, and here comes Dortch down the lane. He ends the game. And Stearns escapes themselves. We'll be back with the interview after this. Here with Jersey Shore legend, one of the best players to ever play in this conference, and in this gym, Scotty Lewis. Scotty, what does it feel like coming back home and having a game like tonight, 23 points, 10 of 14 shooting?
Feels amazing, you know, especially after our first 2 games. I didn't play so well, so it was good to come in and get a dub for the guys. You know, Gaffney's not here right now. My boy Antoine not here, but we had to hold it down. We're playing well. Okay. My fault.
No, you guys are down 21 in that third quarter. What was said to you guys as you guys just started to come back?
I mean, it's a bunch of pros over there, bro. You know, it's not much that needs to be said. We all just are holding each other accountable and understanding that once we focus and lock in, it's easy for us to put a game together and win. You know, we got this dub, down 20 at half. Wasn't our, you know, prettiest game, but we got it done. So just hoping to finish out the season.
And then for you professionally, what do you have on the horizon? Anything coming up?
Yeah, a couple offers on the line right now, trying to figure out what's best. You know, I just had a son, so I'm just enjoying him right now, being around him, and
congratulations.
Appreciate that. So, you know, might go back to Asia, maybe finish. I don't know. I got a couple options. I'm trying to figure out what's the best route right now.
And then lastly, how much does it mean to you that you, after all these years, you're a Jersey Shore legend, you've played here your entire life. What does it mean to be able to come back to the Jersey Shore and continue your basketball career in a place that means a lot to you in Manasquan High School?
I mean, it's amazing. You know, obviously I've played a couple places, and I haven't felt like I've lived up to the expectation that I set for myself and that the Jersey Shore kind of set for me. So for me to come back home and still receive the love and the respect that I get, it's an amazing feeling, you know.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Scotty. Have a great night. Great game tonight.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.